This is something that happens all the time. People come down here and they think, I'm going to go down there because I can see this house on Zillow and I'm just going to go and do a ride by while I'm here. You can't do that down here.
Welcome, Maria.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all?
Welcome.
The Southern accent is real.
And mine is not. If I go there, I'll try not to, but I always get tempted every time I hear those Southern drawls. I can't help it. I want one.
It won't go anywhere. It's stuck. It's stuck like glue. It's here.
I love it. I love it. So tell us about yourself and your story, Maria.
Well, I was born and raised in Georgia. So when I say the accent is there, it's truly there. It's been there since day one. So I would say it was about 2002, and my husband got headhunted to move down to the Beaufort, South Carolina area. He was in the Marine Corps, and he had gotten out of the Marine Corps. So they were looking for somebody that had that background. So he got headhunted to come down here. I kept working my full-time job for a little while. And then in 2007, I went into real estate full-time as well. It's got a little bit of everything. If you can think of, if you love the water, if you love being outside and you enjoy warm weather, lots of sunshine, this is your place. Now, not gonna lie, it gets hot. July and August, it gets hot. You know, we get hot and humid down here. But what we do when it gets hot and humid, we get out on our boats. We go to the sandbar. We go to the beach. Just about all of our cafes and restaurants have got outside seating. So that's very much a part of our lifestyle. You can go downtown Beaufort and go along Waterfront Park and go to any of the restaurants, and they'll have water bowls set out for your dogs. So you can actually bring your dogs to the restaurant. You do have to sit outside, but they'll actually usually bring them treats too, or something special. So it's a pretty nice lifestyle.
So it sounds like it's a lifestyle that's friendly for dogs and golf cart friendly as well. Is that correct?
It is golf cart friendly, and a lot of people don't know that. So there's certain areas that are and certain areas that are not. Here's the thing. You do not even have to live in a neighborhood that has, let's say that you enjoy swimming and you want to have, you want to go swimming and you don't have a pool in your community. That's okay. There are places down here and neighborhoods down here that you can go and you can actually join their pool. So it's very friendly. It's very social down here. Big, huge boating community down here. We are right on the Intercoastal Waterway. Very easy access. We're right between Savannah and Charleston. So when people are on the Intercoastal Waterway and cruising in their boats, we're usually a stop along the way. So definitely a big boating community. Lots of golf.
I was wondering with all the golf carts, right?
Yes. We have plenty of golf. You'll never not have a course to play on.
Are there dolphins? Can I see dolphins?
I have to fit some work. In there.
That's it.
So do you have Wi-Fi on your boat? Is that it?
Yes. No.
Oh my God.
I do have cell service most places though.
So
they can always me, even if I'm on the boat.
Always. Listen, Maria and her husband are such hard workers. They are just fantastic. For anyone out there that's listening, these are your go-to connection for the Hilton Head, Beaufort, and what was the last town?
Bluffton.
I always forget the last
Bluffton,
one.
that's
South
where
Carolina.
all those 55 pluses are.
All those 55 pluses. So Maria's always available, her husband, Chris. And geez Louise, it's just so exciting for us to be able to talk to you about this. And because our viewers, we have so many people from Connecticut considering to relocate.
So attractive retirees because they're moving down here permanently. And so they're going to get the lower tax rate. On a $350,000 house, you're going to be paying less than $2,000 a year.
Annually.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty sweet lifestyle for a very affordable price.
So when you talk about a community or gated community. So are there a lot of gated communities, and how does that work?
There are. In Bluffton and Hilton Head, there are a lot more gated communities than you will see over in the Beaufort area. The Beaufort area has just got a handful, not very many at all. But when you get into those kind of gated golf communities or gated retiree communities, most of those are your Bluffton, Hilton Head area. But yeah, we've got a lot of them. So people come down here. This is something that happens all the time. People come down here and they think, I'm going to go down there because I can see this house on Zillow, and I'm just going to go and do a ride by while I'm here. You can't do that down here. It's better to go ahead and contact a realtor before you come down here, because you're going to want that plantation access where they can get you behind those gates where you can see all the homes and all the neighborhoods. Because again, you want to go into those neighborhoods and not just see the house, you want to see the amenities. You want to see the things that you're going to be enjoying.
And nowadays the market's so hot. Even if you do have a sign, even if you have a property with a sign, by the time you get the sign up, it's already sold. Am I right?
Yes, it is. With 4 offers, at least, if not 20.
So that being said, if you don't mind painting us a picture of what perhaps the housing stock is like. Is it mostly, the communities? Is it single family? Is it multi? And what can your money get you down there? And I'm sure it varies big time per market.
It varies so much. And the reason being, we have everything down here. We've got condos that are in, I don't call them high-rise buildings because nothing is really a high-rise on Hilton Head. But, let's say that you've got a 4 or 5 story, building, or you've got parking in 4 stories. You've got that type of condo living. You have townhome villa living where you actually walk into it you walk straight into your unit, but yet you are attached to another unit. So you've got more of a townhome. And then we have single family homes as well.
So when you were talking about townhomes, what are you looking at for HOA fees, for the fees that you have on a monthly basis?
That is a great question, because it also depends on where it's located. But if you're looking to be on Hilton Head, you're going to be paying $450 to $550 on average. I've seen some go as high as $750 if they've got really nice facilities. Like Palmetto Dunes has some that go a little bit higher, but they have extremely nice facilities there. So, but I would say on average, expect that $450, $500, $550 mark on regime fees. We do everything on Hilton Head Island is in a flood zone. So you're going to have to, you've got to factor in that's, you've got to have flood insurance. So if you happen to see a condo on Hilton Head that's got a $250, $300 regime fee, guarantee you it's not including your insurance. And they're going to have another investment for insurance because you have to have flood.
So what are the rules typically for your adult communities?
It varies. But I mean, an example would be Sun City does not allow fences. So if you come to me and you tell me that you are all about your dog and you're all about your pets and stuff like that, that's the first thing I'm going to let you know. And then I'm going to say, maybe we need to go and look at the Haven. The Haven is another Del Webb community, just as beautiful amenities, smaller than Sun City. It's only about 500 homes, but they allow you to fence your backyard. So you've got a private space for your pets. So you do have to keep that in mind. Again, that's another reason to work with a realtor that's familiar with all of that, because I would hate to see somebody that's got, dogs like I do that I love very, very much that are part of my family, go to Sun City and end up having to walk them on a leash all the time. Now, right. I will tell you that Sun City does have dog parks. So if you don't mind taking your dog to the dog park, that's another option. And some people love that.
This is so great, everything you're sharing, because a lot of these things are Googleable, but let's be real. It's so hard to find all the right information. What's the most recent information? What are the rules saying? What's the lived experiences, right? You know, I mean, you're really painting such a picture that is so crucial for people to understand.
They need to, because when they say active adult, they really are looking 55 plus. They don't mind if the grandchildren come and visit. They love that. They actually do love when that happens. And Sun City does it a little bit different. They actually rotate the pools on a daily basis, because, you know, your home might be near pool number A. So you don't want pool number A to be the one that's got the kids at it every day. So they actually rotate it to all the different pools. So I thought that was a creative solution on their part.
And now for anyone that's considering considering a possible relo or considering an investment opportunity, are there a lot of opportunities where, I mean, maybe right now the market's tight, but do you often find that people live there all year round? Do people live there part-time? Do people use it as a short-term rental?
We have it all. That's the whole thing. It's one of those areas where you can come down here and buy an investment property, put it on the short-term rental market, and do very well. I sell those all day and twice on Sunday, because it is a great market for that. But let's say that you want a little bit slower pace of life, and I'll explain it to you this way. I love a small town. And so when Chris and I were moving to this area, we ended up locating in the Beaufort area, because I want all of the festivals, all the activities. I want the farmers market. I want everything that comes with living in a small town, all the way down to, I want to know my neighbors and see my neighbors when I go to Publix, because that's what I'm used to. So truly, we have different lifestyles and anything you can possibly think of, whether it's for investment. We also have people that come down and buy that investment, put it on the short-term rental market, wait about 5 or 10 years, retire, sell their investment, and buy their retirement home.